Let's try this again. I just filmed like 2 minutes of me talking, and then my camera decided to do that weird short circuit thing it's been doing. So welcome to the vlog. There was like a little bit of typing. I'm trying some new stuff out, YouTube speaking, so hopefully it's enjoyable. I am going to read 2 books today that I have the audiobook to. There's about 2 hours and 15 minutes left on both of them. The first one is my second buddy read, which is These Violent Delights. This is by Chloe Gong. I'm very much enjoying this. I'm on page 286. I'm having a fun time. Hopefully we'll finish this today. More of a top priority is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I'm on page, I forget, 363 of this one. Low-key, this is not my favorite cover that I could have gotten, just a heads up. This one I'm reading for the Myth Take readathon in the Egyptian pantheon. It is Thoth, a book about books or authors. That's the prompt is for. That's only for 1 prompt. This is kind of my priority. I'm going to play Animal Crossing and listen to these, and then maybe listen to something else, but I am doing something this evening, so I'll try to get those done before, and maybe I'll listen to a 3rd book. Don't know yet. Haven't decided. We'll find out. If I look chaotic, it's because I am. This is an update. Dog is helping. I finished These Violent Delights and The Starless Sea. Why did I say My Starless Sea? Anyways, and I am like seriously like struggling to read right now. I kind of gave myself a couple of days break after I finished those 2, so I really haven't read anything since then. And I am going over for a sleepover at my friend's this weekend because we have to read our novel study. And our novel study, if you saw my live show, was The Brief Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde by Juan Diaz. I don't know how to say anything in here, but I'm very excited to read it. It is like a bunch of letters, I guess. That's what I just understood. It's 335 pages. So I'm excited to go over to her house to read that this weekend. There may be an update, we'll see. But she's also the friend that I am reading Shadow and Bone with, so I'm going to bring this with me just in case, because we're still halfway through this on page 166. So this is my reading plans for the weekend. If something gets added to it, I'll let you know, but so far, not really. I kind of want to read tonight, and I want to read The Lovely Bones tonight, so we'll see if I do that or if I play Animal Crossing. More likely, just saying. I got a new Islander today. I'm very excited. I got Eugene. I also have Raymond, and I started with Peaches, and I love Bianca. She's like my favorite, so I'm like having a good time right now. Apparently I have very good luck. We'll just say that according to my coworkers. If they see this, my bad. But yeah, so I will update you later if anything happens, I guess. And I just gotta pack and then shower and then be on my way tomorrow after work. So in other news, my jasmine has bloomed for the second time since I bought it. Look at it, so cute. Like, ooh, you see the pretty flower? Don't focus on my face. But yeah, and it's kind of getting some more blooms there. Is there on this one? No, I don't think so. There's some on this one down here. So that's like 3. Last time I think there was 4, but this time there's 3, and I love that. Good for her. Just thought I would show you that update because I think it's very exciting. So So the weekend is over. It is Monday. We got 1 week left of this vlog. I didn't vlog anything at my friend's house because we procrastinated a lot. We tried a lot, but we procrastinated a lot. But I ended up reading 160 pages of my novel study book. This is actually really good, and I'm having a really fun time reading it, honestly. I think this is kind of like what I needed to for my reading slump, was just to sit down, relax, and read one book, even though I am like taking notes while I'm reading it, like barely. I am enjoying it, and I was glad I read it with my friend because she speaks Spanish and there's a lot of Spanish in here that I wasn't understanding. My goal for today, which is Monday, is to finish this one. However, in the meantime, when I got home last night, I was like, I'll listen to an audiobook while I clean up and like do laundry and all that stuff. And I picked The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. And this is like a really cool copy. Like, it's got one different color vial. I love these indigo copies of the classics that I had. I wish all of my classics were in this version because I think they're so cool. Side note, I did not really enjoy this book at all. No fault of its own. I just don't like classics. So, but if I could get more of these copies, I 110% would, because this is my favorite version of the classics. I'm gonna keep the classics either way, even though I don't like them. It's just who I am. I will read them just to say I've read them. I've read it. I have no idea what happened in this book, but I listened to the audiobook, so whatever. But basically, that's my little update for you. In the meantime, playing Animal Crossing, trying to read as much as I can. Actually, I did start a book today as well. I started I Hunt Killers by Barry Lyga. This I have started reading before. I got to chapter 2 and I was like bored, and so I gave up on it. But I have the audiobook for this one, so this is the one that I'm going to be reading in the meantime while I'm also reading my novel study. I'll tell you what prompts these are for, because we're still doing readathons. I don't think I'm going to finish really anything else a whole lot. I don't think I'm going to finish, so I'm just going to carry my readathons into August because I hit like a really big reading slump, which has been like a hot minute since I've done that. For The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, this was where did I put it? Osiris, Path of the Underworld. This was a book with a green color. It also could work for the Egyptian pantheon because Osiris is in both of those, but I specifically picked it for the Path of the Underworld. So green cover, nice, right? With I Hunt Killers, this was also Path of the Underworld. It was Hades, the first book in a series, because this is a series and I just really need to read it to get out of the way, so I picked it. But that's what I have so far. And if you look at my little thingamabob, I don't have a whole lot that I've actually finished. I finished I finished like 2 on this side, and then I finished 2 in each Team Artemis and Team Apollo. So, I mean, like, I'm trying, but it's not really working out for me. My reading, as you can see, I'm still like attempting. I'm just like really not finishing anything. I've just been reading little bits and pieces here and there, which is totally fine. But I forgot to say, I gave this one 2 stars. I was gonna rate 1 stars because I literally just had no idea, but I did appreciate the Dr. Jekyll's story at the end. For the whole first bit, I had no idea, but Dr. Jekyll's like note at the end, I really liked. So that's why I gave it 2 stars. But other than that, that's basically what happened. So I'm cleaning today, I am finishing my novel study, and it's already like 2 p.m. or something. It's 1:49, so I'm a little behind on picking up this book and finishing it today. Just because I have to do a presentation that's due on Monday, so I gotta get this done. Good luck to me. Welcome to the end of the video, where I've basically just started more books. So let's go over kind of what I have been reading in the end of July, what I like into, which is a lot. It's like 12 books now. I did finish The Brief Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde though, and it's downstairs because I'm trying to write my essay about it, but I did start that and I did finish it. So like, go me, just in time for my presentation and essay. It was great. What did I start and not finish in July? Let's go over that. I started The Lovely Bones. Didn't finish it. I am on page 77. So like, I'm like kind of a good chunk through, and I want to like fully sit down and appreciate that, and that's kind of why I'm putting it off, because I know that I want to sit down and just love it. Make sense? I also started The Troop by Nick Cutter. This one I got to page 43. Not a good chunk. I am afraid of this novel. That's why I'm taking my time. I did say on Goodreads, if you go look at it, that I did start Scythe by Neil Shusterman, but I actually have not started. I was going to read this with Dimitri, but both of us have been like crazy busy, so we'll see. I still want to read it with Dimitri, but who knows. I also started I Hunt Killers again for the second time by Barry Lyga. This, I think I got halfway through chapter 2. I'm reading the audiobook because I know I can't sit down and read this. I've already tried that. So let's say I'm on page like 24 or something. Let's just pick a random spot. Page 24. Sure, whatever. This bookmark has been in this book for about 4 years because I tried to read it that long ago, but I have a better feeling about it this time than I did last time. I also started Sorcery of Thorns. Not Thrones. Thorns. I listened to, I guess, the first chapter of this one. I got to page 12. I'm very much excited for it. Like, a lot excited for it. But I just want to be able to, like, sit down and enjoy it rather than, you know, listening to the audiobook at the most desperate times. So, that's pretty much it. Everything else, like, I think I finished, but my Goodreads does say I'm currently reading 12 books. So that's a whole thing. Stay tuned for August because I have high hopes for August. August has already started, obviously, because I'm filming this a little later than I would have liked. I have good feelings for August, you know? So, thank you so much for watching. Come back and enjoy the August reading vlog, which I'm going to start in like 2 seconds. So if I look the same, don't at me. Like, ouch. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you all in the next video. Bye!